The mental health campaign is a good example of how citizens work. When we're able to work together, we're able to understand what the issues are that are facing the individuals in different communities.
The levels of anxiety, which were already at a really worrying level before the pandemic, have shot through the roof.
I think there are many issues that we didn't expect we'd have to be in, at least not at the age of 16 or 17.
We've realised that mental health support is something that needs to be prioritised, and particularly for young people.
Lots of young people just don't know how to cope. They're having to deal with concerns that they shouldn't have to even think about at all.
And despite being back at school, I think there's still a lack of normality and the kind of worry that someone's going to get COVID and someone's going to have to isolate for 2 weeks.
Young people's mental health gets sort of dismissed because maybe it's about school, and yes, that's something that everyone goes through, but that doesn't diminish the severity of those concerns for each individual.
The inability to see your friends face to face takes a big impact. The kind of uncertainty with exams, not being able to enjoy the social life.
Perhaps as a mum as well, it's important just to hear the words, never write it off as just, this is just teenage behaviour, or this is just a kid being a kid.
What we're going to do is to identify those in our community that would like to have listening sessions.
And we're also going to be using a questionnaire to be sent out to hundreds of people around the borough to be able to understand how different individual listening campaigns are reflected within a much bigger study. So we'll understand exactly how we want to frame the asks of all of the people who are responsible for providing mental health support in the borough.
With the sort of beginnings of the listening campaign starting, mostly what I have been hearing is about young people feeling like they want this issue to be acknowledged, particularly by the institutions that they are part of, their schools, and they want it to become very clear that everyone understands that everyone has mental health.
I think it's really important to go into the campaign without having a certainty around what we want the outcome to be. I think if we really listen without preconceptions of what we're expecting to hear, we listen better.
So we're doing more research into the issue, and we're going to identify what specific issues we should focus on.
Perhaps we'll find that in a year of pandemic, resources that were in mental health went to physical health, and now we need to shift them back.
I'm just really hopeful that we can make some real change about this, because it's not an issue that is affecting just a few people. I think it's an issue that most people encounter. Although of course that is tragic, it does also mean that hopefully we are at a point where we can get the people who hold power to listen to us.
There's a song in Hebrew that begins, Ani ve'ata nishaneh et ha'olam, you and I will change the world. When we walk a journey with each other, when we don't see a path through life as being something either that we have to battle alone or that we have to trample over other people in order to succeed. But that concept of you and I, both of us walking this path together can make for greater good. It's about being able to have that relationship where we know we're walking the journey together.